Well, now, I want you to picture this with me. You're standing at the port, suitcase in hand, excitement in your heart. Not quite sure what's ahead, but you know it's going to be something special. And then you see her towering above everything else around you. Deck after deck, stretching into the sky. A floating city on the sea. The mighty Utopia of the Seas. 18 decks high. Thousands of passengers. Thousands more crew. People from all over the world. Every age, every story, every reason for being there. Some celebrating birthdays, some celebrating anniversaries, some just starting out, and others simply thankful for one more chance to get away and enjoy life. And as overwhelming as it might seem at first, something amazing begins to happen. You realize there's always room for one more. From the laughter echoing across the decks, to the music drifting through the air, to the friendships formed in the most unexpected places. This isn't just a cruise. This is a floating celebration of life. And today, I want to invite you to come along with me. Pull up a rocking chair on the aft deck. Feel that ocean breeze. Listen to the rhythm of the waves. And let me share with you a birthday cruise we'll never forget. This is stories and tall tales from my back porch rocking chair. Except today, we're rocking on the boat. We're getting ready to set sail. Hi there, this is Bobby Autry, and I'm going to get you to take a ship cruise with me on the Utopia of the Seas. Now, before you ever step foot on a ship like this, the journey has already begun. For you see, it starts at home. Suitcases laid out. Decisions to make. Do I really need to take this? Do I really need to take that? What if I don't bring that? What if I leave that here? What if I forget? And then somewhere in the middle of all of it, you hear that little voice that continues to remind you, don't forget your passport. That's an important part of the trip. All right, so there we are. Clothes packed. Sunglasses, yep, check. Hat, check. Swimming trunks, check. Shorts, check. Toothbrush, check. And the list goes on and on. And just like that, it's time to go. But before we ever pulled out of the driveway, Sean and I did something that meant more than anything else. We stopped, and we had a father and son prayer, asking God for safe travel and a special time together for his 56th birthday. You see, through the years, Patsy, Randy, Missy, Scott, we've all been on a cruise, but not Sean. Never had the opportunity. Something always came up. But 2026, April 2026, 56 years old, a birthday cruise. Oh, wow, it's going to be great. So we left. Then came the drive. Good conversation for about 10-15 minutes. A few compromises on the music. A little bit different choice here and there. Oh, well, until we finally agreed. I tell you what, probably the best thing we can do for this trip is put on an audio book. put it on and just listen and let the miles go by. And somewhere between the miles, somewhere between the laughter and the stories, there was the state line. Yeah, I made it to Florida. Just a little bit further to go. A few more hours and we'd be in Orlando. That night we were going to meet up with Missy and Scott over at Texas Roadhouse in Orlando. Share a meal, enjoy the evening, get a little rest, because the next morning it was time. Load it all up. Don't forget the passports. Head on out toward Port Canaveral. Oh man, this is going to be great. Time goes by. Cars go by. And there we are. There we are coming down the road. Get off the exit. Around the turn. And there it was. Rising up in the distance. Deck. After deck. After deck. The Utopia of the Seas. 18 decks high. Over 7,000 guests. More than 2,000 crew. A floating city. And for just a moment you think, how in the world is this all going to work? How are you going to get that many people on that big boat and sail out to sea? But let me tell you something. Royal Caribbean, they've got it down. Park the car, grab the bags, through the terminals, over to security. Get the passports out. You did bring the passport, didn't you? Whew. Got it. Smooth and efficient. Moving right along. And then came our moment. Passport, please. They looked at my passport. Bobby Ray Autry. Thank you, sir. Sean hands his over. Bobby Ray Autry. The agent paused. He looked at him. He looked at me. He looked back. He looked at the passports. And he says, "What's the deal? So you're Bobby?" "Yes, sir." "And you're Bobby?" "Yes, sir." "I'm Bobby Sr." "And I'm Bobby Jr." So instead, a little bit of laughter. So the agent says, "Well, we need to sort this out a little bit. We need to get some verification and some pictures made here, making sure the right Bobby gets the right face with the right passport for the right time." But once we made it through, here came Bobby and Bobby. And just like that, the fun had already begun. Let me pause for a moment and give you a little background. One thing you need to know if you're going on a cruise these days. Today's cruise consists of also finding ducks. D-U-C-K-S. Ducks. Something you might not expect. It's called cruising ducks. Started back in 2018 as a simple idea. Hiding a few rubber ducks to make people smile had turned into something absolutely incredible. Thousands upon thousands of people hiding, finding, and sharing. Ducks with hats, ducks with sunglasses, handmade ducks, ducks from all over the world. A floating scavenger hunt. Whew, you're going to see a lot of pictures going across of the ducks. But we decided to do something different rather than just hiding ducks. You see, at the lighthouse, we don't just carry memories with us. We carry a little Jesus with us. That's right. So instead of ducks, we brought along a little Jesus. You'll see the picture. And as you'll see in these pictures, people would find a little Jesus. They would smile. They would take pictures. And suddenly, Right there, in the middle of all the fun, was a reminder that no matter where you go, He's right there with you. Now, I'll come back to that a little bit later as you look at the pictures and see the things and what people said about finding not only all the fabulous, awesome, different style, different sizes, different types of ducks. Somewhere among all of those things, Jesus was there, a little Jesus, and He was always the same. But for now, let me show you what life on this ship really looked like. You see, on a cruise ship, it's all about the people. And now the journey really begins. We're on the ship. And the first thing that hits you is really how big it is. Elevators everywhere. Decks stretching way up high above you. You look up and think, whew, we're going all the way up there. And as you watch with these pictures, I hope you can catch just a little glimpse of what we experienced. Because the truth is, you really have to be there to feel it, to see it, to experience it. But maybe next time you will be there and we can share it together. Well, Sean and I went to our room, settled in, left our stuff, and headed back down the elevator. And we went down and to meet Missy and Scott. And we went to the hibachi. Whew, right there on the ship, right there waiting to sail. We made it all the way. Let's meet up and grab something to eat. And wow, was it awesome. We've gone to a lot of hibachi grills, obviously, in the States, in Florida, in Georgia, in Alabama, in Tennessee, in Texas, in Kentucky, in North Carolina, in South. Well, the list goes on and on. But you gotta have a hibachi on a cruise ship. And what an atmosphere it was. Great food and a chef putting on a show right in front of you. That was the perfect beginning. Have a little bit of a hibachi video that you'll see later. You'll hopefully be able to watch and kind of get a little bit of the experience. The singing, the dancing, the eating, the preparations, and the fun with all the people that's just right there, right next to you. Now here's something that may surprise you. You see, I mentioned over 7,000 people on that ship, just for the cruise for the guests, and yet it really never felt crowded. 18 decks, rooms everywhere, activities everywhere, places to sit, places to walk, places to laugh. And yes, as you will see, plenty of places to eat. But for me, it's all about the people. Let me tell you, that really made it special. It wasn't just the ship, it was the people. Everywhere you looked, people, the crew, the captain, the servers, the entertainers, families, couples, children in strollers, toddlers, teenagers, young 20-somethings, middle-age, 30-somethings, whatever. And then there's senior citizens. And those that were kind of handicapped, we also had those that, again, had to have the scooters going around, but it was never a problem. First-time cruisers, seasoned travelers, people from all over the world. Look at the pictures. Speaking different languages, and yet, somehow, we all understood each other because we all came for the same reason. To relax, to enjoy life, to have fun, and smile. And everywhere you went, you'd see a smile. And somebody was always smiling right back at you. Maybe a thumbs up. Maybe, how are you? Maybe you didn't understand a word they said, but you understood their joy. And everywhere you went, yep, there were those smiles. And that's what makes it extra special that wherever you're at. And one of the most beautiful things was this. It didn't matter who you were, as I mentioned, babies, strollers rolling across the decks. There were seniors, people in wheelchairs, families with special needs, young people, old friends, new friends. And you know what? None of that mattered. Because out there, on that ship, everybody belonged. And everybody was having a good time. One of the groups that was there happens every year at this time when the football people get together and start having the regular NFL draft. The Bulldog Nation goes on a cruise. Now let me tell you about that group. They made themselves known all over that ship. The Bulldog Nation. Oh yes. Hats, shirts, sunglasses, swimsuits. If it had a Georgia Bulldog on it, it was on that cruise. And everywhere you went, if you spotted one, you already knew what was coming. Go Dogs! Go Dogs! Woof, 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 woof. And just like that, instant connection. Didn't matter where you were from, it was all in good fun, and everybody joined in. Now, true, there were people from other colleges on there, and some of them sporting their team colors as well, but it was all in good fun everywhere you went. Now, I'll move to a little bit further down the line. I had done a lot of Go Dogs and Woof Woof throughout the trip. And on the last day, I was pretty well Go Dogs Woof Woof out. But yet we were going down the ship and down some stairs and across the deck. And there was somebody sitting, and they had a dog's shirt on. They saw me, and they said, "Go Dogs!" And I said, "Woof woof." They said, no chihuahuas allowed. You gotta be a dog. Woof, woof." That's the way it was for the whole trip. Everywhere we went. Great times, a lot of fun, a lot of people. That's just the beginning, though. Because as each day went by, the moments, the laughter, the experiences, they only got better. Now, another one of the things that people that's been on cruises already know, you may have seen pictures before, but here's some for you to look at as well. The towels, little surprises. Let me tell you something you just might not expect, but something you'll never forget. It is the towel animals. Yep, the towels. You see, after a day of fun, Sean and I would come back to the room, and there it would be, sitting right there on the bed. A bear, an elephant, made out of a towel. Little eyes, big nose, just the cutest thing you've ever seen. And that was just the beginning. The next time, maybe a puppy dog. Then someone would show us a picture of what was in their room. One of them had an octopus, right there on the bed. And then somebody else. Well, you know, I'm going to be telling you as we get to the food segment, one thing that everybody knows about Bobby and Bobby. Where you find us eating on the cruise ship, you're going to find Bobby and lobster and lobster. We do like our lobster. Now, someone showed me where one of the attendants had actually made a towel lobster, and it was sitting on their bed when they got back. I wasn't quite that lucky, but I tell you what, that won't be the case next time, because I'm going to request, I want a lobster towel to go with everything else. Now that's a nice touch. It's those little surprises, those thoughtful moments that make you smile and remind you somebody cared enough to make your day just a little brighter. Wow. So much fun. Now I know some of you are waiting on the food, and we're getting there, but hold on just a little longer, because there is just so much fun everywhere you go on that ship. Something is happening. There's the boardwalk. There's games. There's even a merry-go-round for the kids. Well, adults as well. And over to one side, a candy shop. Oh, can you imagine? And I mean, the most candy you've ever seen. Kids building their own creations, smiles everywhere. And me, I found my spot up on the pool deck. shaved ice. Yep. Can you imagine being out on the ocean on a big ship? The sun's shining bright. You're sailing along. People are in the pool. People are everywhere, going to and fro. And there's an empty chair right there with your name on it. And just across from it is the shaved ice cream shop. Yeah. So I go over to the shaved ice and I say, let's try cherry. Put a little grape with it. Ooh, there's some flavored cotton candy. Stick it on there as well. Let's try them all. Got it. And going back, sit in the chair and just relax and enjoy. Sun shining, music playing, watching people laugh, watching people enjoy life, and everywhere you look, every single picture you're about to see, there's one thing in common. There's a smile. So kind of look at the pictures as they go across. The fun continues. There's music. There's games. Oh, I can't go without telling you about our birthday boy. Now, if you wanted music, you had music, piano bar, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. That's where I stayed. Or if you wanted something more modern, there were other clubs for that too. And then, down the ship, Sean and I go to meet Missy and Scott. There it is, the casino. Ooh. Not everybody has to gamble. You can watch. All types of things to see and do, all kinds of sights and sounds. And Sean said, you know, Dad, I've got a little money I set aside just for fun, just for the trip, not taken away from anything else. And he puts a little in and he presses the button. Ding, ding, ding. Nothing much. Presses the button again. Ding, ding, ding. Nothing again. Then he did it again. Ding 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 ding. Did I say ding? Wee. There it was. Off a little bitty bet. $536.10. Said, son, cash that in. We're going to eat. Whoa. Because that's going to bring us to the next segment, the food. And here it is. All right, the moment you've been waiting for, the food. Seafood buffet the first night, lobster. You want a lobster? Here's a lobster. You want more? Have some more. Need some lobster? There's some lobster. Have some more. Steak? Got it. Shrimp? Got it. Pasta? Got it. Dessert? Oop. You got it. Cake, pie, pudding, fruit. It just kept going and going and going wherever you looked. Food. Have it ordered. Have it made fresh. Get it off the buffet. Get it off one of the many islands that they had with all the things on it constantly being replaced and refreshed. Guess where we stayed for a while. It just kept on going and going. And as you'll see in one of the pictures, Sean even tried the escargot. I just watched. He enjoyed it. A little garlicky, but that's what he went for. And folks, even for breakfast, anything you wanted, fresh, made right in front of you. Omelets, eggs, grits. Yeah, grits on a cruise ship out in the middle of the ocean. A lot of people passed it by, but let me tell you, I got some, along with all the other things. And I walked over those 18 decks because I had to work some of that stuff off. But oh my, what a wonderful, wonderful time. But you know, it's not all about just the food. It's not all about just the sports and all of the pools and slides and Flow Rida. That's where you could go and get on a little surfboard and surf up and down and just have fun. Those are good times. But let me tell you, the entertainment, wherever you were, whatever you wanted to see. And the night that I want to mention to you is about the night when we watched the Aqua Show. Now, I did take some videos. They're a little bit too long to post on the podcast. But if you'll let me know if you want to see them, I'll send you a link and you can kind of go look, or just go to Google and Google the Utopia of the Seas and look for the Aqua Show. It is fabulous and fantastic. The lights, the dancing, the water, the flow, the music, everything that was there, and the dives, and the entertainment, and the high dives, and the entertainment, and the way up high dives at night into the lights, into the pool. Wow. No way of explaining. And then, on this particular night, it was a little windy, must admit. Wasn't expecting it to be quite as cool as it happened to be. Of course, it's April, and there we were. But the man got on the high wire above the pool, up at the very, very, very top. The wire was swinging. He walks out. He's balancing. The wind's blowing. Now, he didn't have a pole or anything, just his hands to keep his balance as he walked across. And everyone's looking. The music is playing. Some of the other divers were diving. All of this going on, and he's walking across the top in the wind. Remember, this is over 18 decks high, and then he's higher than that. What a show. Folks, you've got to see it. Please go take a look on Google at least and see that. Afterwards, back to the room. Oh, did I mention the room? The beds were very comfortable. Nice TV. Who wants to watch TV on the ship at night, even though? We'll turn it on just to see what's there, because again, they will at least tell you what's happening, not only with the regular TV, but with the ship channel and being able to see what's happening around the ship. But then I was really surprised. Went in to take a shower. Really nice shower. A lot of pressure. Now, we were up on deck 15. Still good water pressure. But hot water, I could not believe. Bobby Ray likes a hot shower. Relaxing, especially on those sore muscles. I guess I spent as much time there as I did at some of the other places, just feeling the warmth of that water. And then to get out. And you would think with all the music and with all the people around and all the things that goes on 24 hours a day on a cruise ship, it's not made for sleeping, even though you can. But there I was, settled in, soft, comfy pillow. You're on a ship. You're thinking of waves, water, and what a day you've had. And then it's morning, and it's time to do it all over again. My goodness. Our first stop was NASA. We let Sean and Missy and Scott and about 6,000 other people go explore NASA. I stayed on the ship. Been there, done that. Think I'll just watch this time. Stayed back, walked around the ship, found me a nice pool, put my feet in it, just relaxed. Got up, went over, got in one of the hot tubs, did that for a little while, just relax, get out, find me a chair, lay back. Let's put the hat over the eyes just a little bit. Warmth, a little bit of a breeze, all the music. Oh, so relaxing. I think I'll just wait a while for them to get back. Yes. Time goes by so neat on a ship. Whew. They came back and, well, it was time to try something else. We did. We went down and started back through all the shops. Man, they were going to have an art auction. I mean, a really nice art collection. $40,000 starting bid on that one. Oops, that's a little bit out of my range. Over there. $26,000. I think I'll just look at them and like them. You know what? I can take a picture of the picture, and I've got it for the price of admission on the ship. That's all that mattered. Wow. Well, we started going around the ship and all the different shops and different places to be able to see people and listen to music and just enjoy yourself wherever you may be. We're walking past, and I hear in this particular area they were doing trivia. We were walking along, and I listened to the question. Yeah, I know that. We walk along. I know that one. Yeah, well, that's not too bad. I think, you know what? Let's come back here tomorrow night for the trivia. We'll put that on our agenda. Mark it on the calendar. So, later we did try that trivia. We thought we knew everything. Turns out we didn't. I got 3 right. 3 out of 20. Oh, but we did have fun. And that's what mattered because, again, just like with everything else, smiles and laughter, a lot of new friends, not new things to do. Wow, wow, wow. Some really neat things over the water, on a ship, at night. You just have to experience it to understand how it feels. Another day. But it didn't take long. Wake back up. It's time for breakfast. Back upstairs. Look at all that food. Ooh. But we got a lot of walking to do. You see, this day we pulled up to what is known as Coco Cay. A perfect day on Coco Cay. Yep, a perfect island. Well, there's zip lines, there's water slides, there's pools, there's ocean waves rolling in on the beach. And you'll see in some of the pictures, there's Sean trying on some hats. Not that one. Try another one. Not that one. Maybe this one. Maybe not. Music in the airs, breeze through the trees. People everywhere, where everyone laughing, everyone having fun. Volleyball on the beach, that's okay. They even had some pool, like you think of shooting pool on a table. Well, they had a area set up with big pool balls that you could kick across the sand. Yep, we'll leave that one to the teenagers. We're just out. Let's take a snooze over here on the hammock between 2 palm trees. Oh, feels so relaxing. Wonder what everybody else is doing. Listen to the music. Yep. This is great. But like with anything else, comes to an end. Back to the ship. Oh, time for dinner. Back down to the dining area. Sean and I had such a great time. Met so many people. And on this particular night, it's time for all of the dining staff to dance and to enjoy. You get to do it with them. Yeah. Oh, I even got to do the Macarena. We won't go into that. No video for that one, thank you, folks. But so much fun. And then back over, steak and lobster. Fish, shrimp, lobster. All right, time to head out. More entertainment, more places to go, more things to see. Oh, there comes a band marching down the boardwalk. Yeah, it's really nice. Oh, just look. All the kids having so much fun. And you see, folks, that's the thing. Wherever we were at, whether it be with families, whether it be just with individuals, whether it be with singles, whether it would be with senior citizens like ourselves, everybody enjoyed it. Everybody took time to just talk and to reflect on how great life is. And every now and then, again, I had that opportunity just to talk with someone off to the side, sit next to them, enjoy what was happening, and just mention a little bit about life and how great life is and what it's like to have God in your life and Him being able to share the blessings with all of us, no matter the language, no matter what the circumstances, big or little, tall, fat, like me, or some of those really hefty guys that was out there playing ball. I got to watch. But Sean and I, when we finally met back up, and final day at sea, no schedule, no rush, just be yourself. We played games, we watched the ocean, we enjoyed the moment, and all around the ship, little reminders. A little Jesus here, a little Jesus there, a little duck, Jesus there. Look at this. Sean collected a nice little collection of little ducks. And some collected some little Jesus. They gave me pictures of it and said, "Thank you, sir." Just maybe, somewhere along the way, it made a difference. Because out there, differences didn't divide us. They brought us together. And for just a little while, we were simply people, loving life and loving each other. And then we headed home. Time to leave. Everybody looking said, "No, not yet. It's not time." And everybody laughing and saying, "Don't forget to write me. Don't forget to email me. Oh, share some pictures." And I told them of the podcast and the things that they could watch for. And as we headed home, we began reading the comments from the others on the cruise. Families, first-time cruisers, anniversaries, friendships formed. People saying just all types of wonderful, neat things to each other. Really something to share. And I'd like to really share a few with you. One told me, "Travis Tate, got a chance to meet someone awesome, dog fans, that kindly explained to me why there were so many UGA fans on the cruise. And they had pity on me as a Florida State fan. Awesome football talk with people. It was so cool. And we shared a common foe in that school we have in Gainesville, the Gators. But we all had a great cruise together." From Lisa Martin Johnson. "So proud of my baby, my sexy man. He was in the sexy man contest. You might remember him. He placed third, but of course I thought he should have been first. I was so proud of him. And of course, he had his own fans, and he's still meeting them, and he's loving every minute. We can't wait to come back." Another family says, "Our family had the best time. I hope everyone had fun and a safe trip home." Another couple, "We celebrated our 10th anniversary. Had a great time. First time on a cruise and loved every minute." Another family, "This was our first Royal Caribbean cruise. A time was had by all. Love, love, love to one and all. We had the best time on our first cruise for our anniversary. Even brought home a few friends. They're all ducks, but man, oh man. And a little Jesus in the middle. Here's some kids, as you'll be able to see the pictures of. And here it says, wishing we were still on board. We met 3 of the nicest ladies this sailing. And if you're in here, I hope you know my oldest still talks about you. And baby Jesus has a special spot in our hallway. Hope everyone has made it home safely and is adjusting back to a regular life. Another lady, Emma Darlene, she says, Marlena was our room steward, was a highlight of our cruise. She made it so much more fun. Her wonderful personality was breathtaking. She's definitely one of the best. Another, showing their ducks, says, we found and received all of these ducks just last night. This was our first cruise ever, and the duck thing was such a fun and unexpected little game. It was nice meeting everyone. Cannot wait for the next one. From Eddie Lee Hines, what a wonderful cruise. To all those I was able to meet in person, thank you for being so kind. I pray that you have a safe trip home and secure. Looking forward to seeing you again. Lisa Ann, I have met the most amazing and friendly people from all over the world on this cruise. Safe travels to everyone heading home. And then, thank you, whoever left the mystery bags on level 5, and to Char and Bill for the duck, and always a little Jesus, because he goes a long ways. From Leslie Sato Gadian, our 25th wedding anniversary cruise. Soaking up the last night. It's going to be sad to leave. Hope to see you on a future cruise. And then, to show you the way that people were, on the last day of the cruise, Kelly Dake, she had posted, if your kiddo hasn't found a duck, you can come find me till 8 on the Promenade Cafe working on a laptop in a Rocky Top sweatshirt. Come pick up a duck. Oh, but again, things do happen on a cruise. And for this one couple, they had gone to one of the restaurants and their experience wasn't quite what they thought it should be, and made it known to a couple of people, and it got back to the boss of the restaurant, and they set out an update. It says, we were sought out today by one of the bosses. Super nice man and very respectful and apologetic. All I will say is he made this right and took care of us. Royal being royal, that's Royal Caribbean, and making sure we go home satisfied and feeling that we were special. And you know what? We were. And then from Madeline Felisko, I've been on many cruises and I found my first duck ever in the main dining room by the window. It's so adorable. Thank each of you so very much. You made my day. Bring on the fun. It's cruise time and my daughter's 14th birthday. Here we go. Last roll call. Where's everyone coming from? I'm from Buffalo, New York. You see, folks, that's the way it is. People just caring and loving and wanting to have a good time with each other. That's what it's about. Friendships, families, first-time cruisers, anniversaries, friendships formed, and people saying, we wish we were still here. We met the most amazing people. You're family now. And maybe that says it's best, because this wasn't just a cruise. This was Bobby and Bobby on Bobby's cruise. And again, here at the end, you'll find a little video of the crew singing happy birthday to Bobby. Until next time, from my regular rocking chair to yours, remember, there's always room for one more.
three.
Happy birthday to you.
Bobby.
Happy birthday to you, Bobby. Happy birthday, dear Bobby. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you. Make a wish.
And every night and day, and I never lost a minute of sleeping. Worry about the way things might have been. Big wheels keep on turning. Loud money keep on burning. Say what? Rolling, rolling, rolling on the griller. It's rolling on my griller. Japanese spinning egg, my beautiful guest. Thank you. Oh!